Um, Hi guys, I'm Janki and this is Fancy Pants in Conversation with Purple Backyard. I have Kumpal with me.
Hi, I'm Kumpal from Purple Backyard, and we're shooting with Fancy Pants for the Frenchie house today.
We have been working together for the past year and a half, doing up my house, which Kumpal calls the Frenchie house.
Let's decode how we designed the Frenchie house with a couple, their personality that's, maximalist, they wear their heart on their sleeves, and how, my restraint and my design philosophy sort of worked with it.
We're just here to talk a little bit about design, interiors, fashion, and just how all of it comes together. Okay, so Kumpal, basically, I was like looking for interior designers to do my house with Jay. It was our first house together. I remember something so clearly. On your Instagram, you'd made like a canopy bed for someone.
Oh my
One
god,
of your
yeah.
that is definitely what reeled me in. And I remember our first conversation. The first thing I told you is that you look like a minimalist and your design is so minimal. And I'm like a complete maximalist. But I think that it was like the perfect combination because honestly, like the final product of the house has so much restraint which comes from you.
Definitely in my head, I was like, wow, how does this minimalist and a maximalist sort of work together to create now this house that we call Frenchie house, the whole restraint that I bought and this whole, pushing me towards this, let's try something different. Let's sort of add that little pop. Or, now I've begun to call this house of curiosities also. And that is such an extension of your personality to the Purple Backyard design language.
It's the same with like what we do with Fancy Pants is we like encourage people to sort of try out any trend,
And y'all cater to such a large variety, right? When I look at Fancy Pants, I look at, the options that I have. It caters to somebody like me as well, to days where I'm feeling a little more floral, I'm feeling a little more color. So amazing
I'm yet
transition,
to
right?
see any florals from you for sure. Kumpal, tell me a little bit about what were your first thoughts when you met me and Jay. You know that we have like a very unique relationship and you've enjoyed that throughout the project.
I won't lie. There were moments where I was like, listen, what's happening? But I remember this conversation on the very first meet at my office. I remember you all mentioning my house that was published in Elle, and how y'all had really liked that corner from my house. So that was the first time I was meeting a client who was, sort of telling me about my own space. And then I gave out like a little story about how my husband wanted me to design it around being lazy and having like these plug points everywhere. And through the meeting, Jay wasn't really talking. It was only you who was, really interacting. And all of a sudden, to that point, Jay's like, yeah. We want a house like that. And I was like, okay. So I think this is how I knew that, okay, there's synergy here.
Yeah.
Like there's this some sort of conversation that we could have.
I think that when there's a conversation between the designer and the client and it's
Absolutely.
free flowing, like free flowing
Absolutely.
ideas, I feel like that's like the best way to kind of get what both people want. So like easy to make it something cliche,
Yeah.
which we
yeah.
really steered away from.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
our initial idea of like even drawing out our zodiac signs.
Or doing sketches,
Yeah,
fashion sketches
fashion-
because of Fancy Pants.
Yeah,
and,
exactly. So
yeah.
all that stuff, like even the Fancy Pants logo, which is the
Oh,
inverted
yeah, we
Y,
tried
like we
so-
painted
yeah.
it. Yeah, we actually painted it on the wall. And Jay was like, "You can't have your logo in the middle of our house."
We tried to do paws, logos,
Yeah.
names.
So I think we had so much fun just exploring like different
Yeah.
ideas.
I wore heels for this shoot.
If we were talking to our Fancy Pants audience
Right.
and you had to give them like, let's say 3 top things that they should consider while creating their first house together.
If someone's doing their first space together as a couple or otherwise, I think believing that this is not like a quick fix that tomorrow morning you wake up, you've decoded the design and boom, you'll have it. out
Right.
ready. I think it's a journey. So please learn to be patient and enjoy it. Second, find an amazing partner in crime, because the designer that you choose to do this with needs to understand you. You need to also like the designer style.
Right.
So there has to be that conversation. And I think third and the most important is, don't shy away from sort of being you. That's really important.
That just reminds me of a really funny anecdote, because when I first started referencing the house, I really wanted a fireplace.
And Jay gave us a side eye for it. Like,
Yeah.
he's like, what are you
Like,
guys up
Jay
to?
was just like, no, like, are you mad? It's so hot in Bombay. What are you gonna do with a fireplace? Like, don't act insane. And then, like, I went on telling this to 2-3 people, including Suti, who also just couldn't stop laughing, because she was like, at least Pune has the weather for a
Yeah.
fireplace, something that probably I can incorporate. You absolutely cannot. It will be idiotic. So, like, lots of these ideas of mine were shot down by Jay, Kumpal.
and Stuti.
He told me now only that please take my name 2-3 times. I'm somebody who loves to like experiment with my accessories, or like I'll try a new silhouette. It's basically what we build the brand on. One of the core ideas is definitely that have fun with fashion. I just want to tie that in with like this project, because I know that we did a lot of experiments.
A lot.
Some worked, some didn't work. But tell me a little bit about what you thought was like a risk worth taking.
I think I have three. One is your bedroom ceiling wallpaper.
Oh yeah, everybody mentions that.
With the curved edges and the kind of wallpaper we chose. I was like, wow. I was going with your brief, which is, let's have statement pieces.
Yeah, and the master bedroom is so serene, right?
Yeah,
it's very serene, and like it's there's a lot of your restraint over there for sure. Because
it's like designing the fifth wall,
Yeah.
And we took it seriously,
Yeah.
and it was so interesting and fun.
I think it just adds like a layer to the room that like most people are not able to fathom. Like they're like, oh my god, how did you do this? Like it was just such a cool thing.
And the other one, which I don't know how it happened, but because we know that Jay woke up like the later part of the project when it comes to aesthetic, the powder washroom wallpaper, I think that just like intensified the whole look and the drama.
I know, and I think that it's like every person who goes into the washroom is like always like, oh, is it painted? Is it like they can't actually understand what
it's a riot, like that wallpaper.
And I was so unsure about it, because it has these like British elements, and I was like, oh, what is my connection to Britain or whatever? But it was just such a quirky piece, and I think that it really paid off.
The third and the last one was the I Love Me. Remember
how
much we looked for that painting, and then we found our piece in these plates that you had already bought from somewhere.
I think that's what happens even with like your wardrobe or like with your fashion, that sometimes you have something, it's under your nose all along, and then once you figure out how exactly to style it, it just blows your mind. Because I just ordered these plates sort of as like plates that I wanted to serve people food in, and I showed them to Kumpal, and then they ended up becoming this installation that's over here. At Fancy Pants, we always believe that an affordable price point is what gives people access to really trying out trends. If you had to do like a home within a budget, or which had some like financial constraints, what would you sort of advise people, and where would you focus the funds on?
So first of all, budgets.
I know you don't love budgets.
No, but seriously, where you can save the money, I feel, is how you add personality to the space. Like, I remember I was traveling, and, because we sort of spoke so much about what we wanted to do with the space. And like just picking like these small little, bits from the travel, and then you were traveling, and then you would send me pictures, and I feel like they were not really big pieces, but they sort of spoke about your personality and his personality, and it sort of showed in the house with the little things and the stories around which and how they were collected.
Right, like these, the vase that you see here, the two of them, I bought them in Portugal, and I literally hand carried them throughout the flight. So I think that a lot of this then just becomes like a labor of love.
And how we
Um,
sort of, use the marble, the wastage of the marble for
right.
your center
Yeah.
table or the dining inlays.
That was such
So,
an
yeah,
upcycling thing, that I think that I have to give full credit to Kumpal and even the contractor who worked with us,
yeah.
because we had so much extra marble, and then he used it to make the coolest things. He made a little bench for us in the shower. He used it
On
to
the
clad the
bar.
entire bar. He's used it to like make this table. He's used it in so many different places. So, rather than just like throwing money at some things, I feel like we sort of decided to
Yeah.
put more thought into things
Also,
and create
yeah.
like a unique product, you know?
Yeah, and also, what is luxury? I feel luxury is something that's unique to you, unique to something that you have and somebody else doesn't have.
Right. Yeah.
And you sort of like tailor make it. So I feel like your dining table, your center table, like these little pieces that we've done, they
Yeah.
only belong to you.
You want a charger? So of course, while we were planning the house, Kumpal knew that I was obsessed with having an Instagram house,
Yeah.
so that I can use it sort of to shoot all the fancy pants stuff.
I think it was so fun. Sort of, again, that is again so different about how we went about designing something that works around Instagram.
Yeah.
The mirror. I
Yeah,
remember,
the
oh
mirror.
my God, like the
Yeah.
amount of time we discussed which area this mirror needs to be
And
at.
which direction it needs to open in, and which will have the
and
best
how many
natural
things,
lights.
yeah, exactly. So I think we came up with a beautiful mirror. The 260 decoded wall that works so brilliantly as a backdrop.
I know, it's the best backdrop ever, because also it's so wide and it really gives me like a wide berth to shoot something with a lot of space, with a
Right.
uniform background, which is the super important. And I think even the bar, like the fact that we made the
Yeah,
bar
it's a
outside,
stunner.
it just gives you so much natural light to shoot things. Hi Luna. Hi baby. We've always thought, even at Fancy Pants, that there's always inherent connection between your personal style and then the design that you bring into your life. Is there a connection between how you dress, or how the things that you pick for your wardrobe, and then just your design language?
For sure. I think the spaces that I design are a huge extension of who I am, which is I love things being very easy, classic. And then when I worked on, especially your house, I would talk about how we were working around making things a statement. And I thought how, it went so against how I thought at first, because, not you can't have so many statement pieces in one space. But how I learned along the way to sort of balance things out and still give you a house which is restrained and yet so you. So I would say that while my style is a little more meditative, a little more relaxed, a little more lived in, with like that classic, notes here and there, but I do like to now engage with, the person I'm designing for.
Yeah, because I think that even from the stuff that I referenced, it was all over the place. I wanted
Yeah.
something in wood, I wanted something white, I wanted 100 different things. And she always said that, like, don't worry, like it will come together at the end. But only she had that vision. Like, I could not imagine my house being this stunning. Even Jay, like, I think when we saw parts of the house coming together, we were just like, oh my god, like, how is this happening? Also, same thing, that you have this like very meditative and very calm aura. So when
Thank
even
you.
we were in your office, like, it was just like, no guys, everything will be possible, don't worry, whatever you want,
We'll work it out.
So, Gopal, I wanted to just ask you, I'm sure that when you take on a project, there's a lot of thought that goes into it. But what is your design process?
I think today clients have so much access to Pinterest, Instagram. There's just so much information that that we also sort of get sent so many things, and I would have to say that it does get a little too cluttered. But the idea really for us is to listen to whatever they have to say. Right? Let them be done with sharing, talking, everything, and then sort of picking out the right notes to create the right mix of things and
Right.
sort of give it to them, saying that this could be a version of what you're talking about, but with the touch of, you know, what we sort of bring to the table.
Right.
So I think that's how we go about decoding the client's mood boards and sort of not sort of being against it, but being with it. So
Right.
we sort of use it in our favor in that sense, and then whatever comes out is a great mix of, you know, their ideas, our ideas, and sort of, you know, put together.
That is something that we do at Fancy Pants all the time as well, because there are so many trends that come out, but what to bring to our audience, what form to bring it to our audience,
Yeah.
all that is just like the process that goes in. So I think that same thing for you, where you have 1,000 ideas,
My
but
God.
how you sort of create something cohesive out of it is just, I'm sure it's very taxing. The minute I go into my master bedroom, I am just so zenned out. Like, I just go and I'm like, okay, Siri, play some chill music. And then I have these heavy curtains that give me blackout, really giant, comfortable bed with my puppies. And like, that to me is like the biggest luxury. It just,
Yeah.
like creating a room where you just feel completely at peace and you feel
And you could
completely
unwind
happy.
after a long day,
Yeah.
and that's what design could do to you.
Yeah,
right?
it just makes it very safe. You know, I
Exactly,
feel like it
and
makes
it's your
it-
space.
Yeah.
It's you, absolutely,
Yeah.
100%. I think that's the key. So are we really singing that? Like, do reach out, do reach out.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool, cool.
But it's ended now.